Attention. We are now at DEFCON 1. Security lockdown.
Russian nukes in space.
The country recently tested a nuclear-capable hypersonic missile.
Hypersonic missiles and aircraft could be the future of warfare.
Nuclear weapons in the world is the B-83 nuclear bomb, the heavyweight of the U.S. arsenal. Weighing about 2,400 pounds or 1,100 kilograms and stretching 12 feet or 3.7 meters in length with a diameter of 18 inches or 46 centimeters, it's roughly the size of a small car. But within this imposing frame lies a force of unimaginable destruction. With a blast yield of up to 1.2 megatons of TNT, the B-83 is approximately 80 times more powerful than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima, to penetrate underground bunkers, burrowing into the earth before detonating. As for how many of these weapons exist, while exact numbers are classified, experts estimate that there are about 650 B-83s, and it is thought there are about 200 B-83 bombs in active service. Imagine a single one detonated as an airburst over Beijing, China. The immediate fireball would engulf an area over 4 square kilometers or 1.5 square miles, vaporizing everything within its radius. Buildings would collapse within a 7.5 kilometer or 4.6 mile radius due to the intense blast pressure, flattening much of the city center. Only the U.S. fleet of 19 B-2 Spirit stealth bombers is tasked with delivering nuclear gravity bombs, including the B-83, with each capable of carrying up to 16 B-83 nuclear bombs. This means the potential for devastation isn't limited to one bomb, but could involve numerous simultaneous detonations, exponentially increasing the destructive impact. The Trident II missile is an engineering marvel. Weighing about 59,000 kilograms or 130,000 pounds and stretching 13.5 meters or 44 feet in length, it's a 3-stage solid-fuel rocket capable of traveling over 12,000 kilometers or 7,500 miles. This incredible range allows it to strike targets virtually anywhere on the globe, from submarines hidden deep beneath the ocean's surface. What truly sets the Trident II apart is its use of multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles, or MIRVs. Each missile can carry up to 8 nuclear warheads. To grasp the potential impact of this weapon, imagine a single Trident II missile launched toward Moscow, with all 8 warheads targeting the same area for maximum effect. The combined explosive yield would be approximately 3.8 megatons of TNT. Upon detonation as an airburst, the immediate fireball would engulf an area over 10 square kilometers, or close to 4 square miles, vaporizing everything within its radius. Buildings would be obliterated within an 11-kilometer or close to 7-mile radius, flattening much of the city center. Thermal radiation would cause third-degree burns to anyone within 22 kilometers, or close to 14 miles from ground zero, covering an area of over 1,500 square kilometers or 580 square miles. This is from just one Trident II missile. The United States operates 14 Ohio-class nuclear submarines, each capable of carrying up to 20 Trident II missiles. That adds up to 280 Trident II missiles lurking in the depths of the oceans. Each missile carrying up to 8 warheads at 475 kilotons apiece. We're looking at a total of 2,240 nuclear warheads. Number 3 is China's DF-5 intercontinental ballistic missile, specifically the DF-5C variant. This missile is a true giant, standing over 106 feet tall and weighing approximately 183 tons. First introduced in the 1980s, the DF-5 has remained a cornerstone of China's nuclear deterrent ever since. The DF-5 has an impressive range of up to 15,000 kilometers, or about 9,300 miles, which means it can reach almost any target on the globe from launch sites within China. What makes it particularly formidable is its payload. The latest versions, like the DF-5B and DF-5C, are equipped with MIRVs, allowing them to carry up to 12 nuclear warheads, each with a yield of 1 megaton of TNT. To understand the scale, remember that the Hiroshima bomb was just 15 kilotons of TNT, so each warhead on the DF-5 is about 66 times more powerful. If all 12 warheads were directed at the same target area, the combined explosive power would be a staggering 12 megatons. That's 800 times more powerful than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima. Let's imagine that a single DF-5C missile launched toward Washington, D.C., with all 12 warheads impacting the same area. The fireball would engulf an area with a radius greater than 3 kilometers or 2 miles, effectively vaporizing everything in that zone. The blast would cause most residential buildings to collapse within a 16-kilometer or close to 10-mile radius, and third-degree burns could affect people up to 35 kilometers or close to 22 miles away. What's even more alarming is that this level of destruction comes from just one DF-5 missile. China is believed to have around 20 to 30 DF-5 missiles in its arsenal. Some variants of the R-36 were equipped with a single massive warhead with a yield of up to 20 megatons. That's over 1,300 times the power of the Hiroshima bomb, designed to obliterate hardened targets like missile silos and command bunkers. Now imagine if a single R-36 missile were to detonate over San Francisco with a single 15-megaton warhead. The immediate fireball would engulf an area over 30 square kilometers or 12 square miles, vaporizing everything within a 3-kilometer or close to a 2-mile radius. Buildings would be flattened within a 17-kilometer or over 10-mile radius, decimating much of the Bay Area. Thermal radiation would cause third-degree burns to people up to 40 kilometers or over 24 miles away, covering an area of nearly 4,800 square kilometers or 1,850 square miles. Each of these missiles can carry multiple warheads, significantly multiplying their destructive potential, assuming the theoretical payload of 50 megatons of TNT. To put this into perspective, when the 50-megaton Tsar bomber was detonated in 1961, the flash was visible as far away as Norway, over 1,000 kilometers from the test site. Similarly, a 50-megaton explosion over New York City would be visible with the naked eye all the way to Columbia, South Carolina. At the top of the list is the Russian RS-28 Sarmat missile, ominously nicknamed the Satan II. This intercontinental ballistic missile represents the pinnacle of modern nuclear weaponry. Developed to replace the aging R-36M Satan missiles, the RS-28 Sarmat is designed to evade missile defense systems and deliver massive payloads across the globe. The Sarmat is a 3-stage liquid-fueled missile that weighs over 208 tons and measures over 35 meters, or about 116 feet in length. It's capable of carrying a variety of warhead configurations, including up to 10 heavy MIRVs or 15 lighter ones. Yet in a full-scale nuclear exchange, even a few missiles from Russia's nearly 6,000 nuclear warheads would cause unimaginable damage to the United States.
Matthew 20:24 and verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Mashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Call Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Middle Great Millstone, And to the rest of the brethren on down that's teaching and preaching the true doctrine of Yahweh Shem Shah, Shalom Bayah Shah Dawada. And to the Akim and Akwat that's out there repent, to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who fathers go back to one of the 12 sons of the patriarch Jacob Yasha'Allah. Shalom to you, Mashpakah. Shahak Rob coming at you the quick one. And you see, and you hearing it. You hearing it. But you saw those clips that I compiled together. See? And they ain't making them things for nothing. See? And you hear the red man just used one of the, one of them, which was probably the B-83. You know, a bunker buster. See? But let's continue though. Matthew 24 and verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines, and pestilence, and earthquakes in diverse places. And what you think was going to happen when all hell break loose in this place, Babylon the Great? See, don't you know in war, and they don't do ain't no trading in war? Ain't no trading in war. They don't trade when these nations is at war. They don't send goods to the other nation so they can be secure. You would have to be, in that day, you would have to be self-contained. You would have to be self-contained. See? And we can't forget that these Edomites been putting their little food group warehouses and all that shit in the underground. You know, like Kraft's food and stuff like that. They've been making a pasta and all that shit. They doing that underground and shipping stuff on trucks underground. Got trains that go underground. You can't forget that. See, because Babylon the Great, they gonna have to be self-contained. See, and believe me, that's gonna be a part of that they buying and selling too. In that aspect. See, because their storehouses gonna suddenly be found empty. See, and in that time when their storehouses are suddenly found empty, what you think? What you think they gonna be doing? That's all. They also gonna come with that chip, that MOTB, to tell you, hey, if you need these goods, hey, come here. We can give it to you. We can give you some of this water. We can give you some of these food rations that we got. We can put you a care package together. See, and if you don't, Schlocky, if you don't get it, hey, it's gonna be a part of that thing. If you don't get it, but then you ain't getting the care package. They gonna use those things. They go. That's how they gonna do. But let me continue though. Matthew 24 and verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrows. You see that? All these are the beginning of sorrows. What you read. Now, as a matter of fact, let me grab that. What is that? 2nd Ezra 16. Let's go to that. Let's get that. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Right? 2nd Ezra 16. And let me see where you at. Let's read this. Let's read this. Start at 14. Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not meet, and shall not return. 2nd Ezra 16 and 14. Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. And what plague was this talking about? Those nuclear weapons that's going to be shot upon Babylon the Great. And that's going to be shot everywhere, right? And it says what? The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundations of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, return not back. Even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again. Woe is me, woe is me. What Ezra say? Destruction, man, destroy. I'm going to be destroyed, I'm going to be destroyed. He says, who will deliver me in those days? Yahweh Shem Shah. What it says? The beginning of sorrows and great death and great mourning. The beginning of famines and great death. The beginning of wars. What? The beginning of wars. And the powers shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? You see? And what it says? Behold, famine and plagues. What is one of the plagues? You see it. You see it, you seeing it, and you're gonna see it. What is one of those plagues? Those ICBM missiles that they gonna be shooting. See? And it says what? Tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. See, these are part of the scourges. These are part of those plagues and those punishments that the Most High putting on these people. See, and they think they do it. No, it's Yahweh Shemiah Shah that's doing this. See, he plays with the mind of the king. That's what he do. See, matter of fact, let me grab that real quick. Is it 16 or is it 21? Let me grab that real quick. Proverbs. He turneth it whithersoever he will. Proverbs 16. And let's see. And it says what? The preparations of the heart, meaning the mind in man, and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord, Yahweh Shemiah Shah. All the ways of a man are clean in his own eyes, but the Lord, but the Lord weighs the spirits. Nope, let's get that 21. Let's grab that 21. And what it says. Proverbs 21:1. The king's mind is in the hand of the Lord, Yahweh Shemiah Shah. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. You see that? So the Most High is the one that puts something in your mind and gets you to do something. It's him that do it. See? He the one that put in these damn devils' mind to make these instruments of war. It's him that did it. He did it. And he does it. See? Matter of fact, let's grab that before I go back to that second edge and read that last part. Right? See, it's the Most High that does these things. Right? What is that? What I want? Isaiah. Is that 54? Isaiah 54. And let's go down to it. And it says what? Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. And who is that smith? You see that little man that when it showed you the B-83, the dude that was standing up beside the car? That's the smith right there. See? That's a smith. And that smith is that wicked motherfucker that the Most High said he created in Proverbs 16 and verse 4. See? That's that smith. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. I have created the waster to destroy. And you see those things. You see those things, and they do what? They destroy. See? They destroy. But let me go back. Let me get that Proverbs before it blow with the wind. Right? Because this is what the Most High done did. He have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. And you see what these damn devils did? See? Like the brother Amoan Abai say, they the harbingers of death. They the harbingers of death, man. See? But then these Edomites always been like that. They'll do something, and then they don't see that they did that it mattered that what they did to somebody else. But then as soon as you do something to one of them, they start crying and sniveling and crying and acting like they innocent in the matter. Proverbs 16:4. The Lord had made all things for himself. Yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. You see that? See? But you see him? You see? You see what they doing? He created them for the day of evil. See? And that day of evil is what? To bring death, man. To bring death. See, because that's all these damn devils do. That's all they do, man. That's all they do. See? But little do Babylon know, your turn is coming next. You know, like that, like Zelensky told the damn Edomite. He told him, and yeah, you gonna get it. Ted. Don't you tell us what's gonna happen to us and what we gonna go through. Don't you tell? Hey, your day coming too, you devils. All you Edomites' days are coming, man. All you Edomites' days is coming. See? But matter of fact, let me grab that real quick. All you Edomites' days is coming. Revelation 17. And what it says, Revelation 17 and 15. And it says, what? And he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest where the whore sitteth are people, and multitudes, and nations, and tongues. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, Babylon the Great. These shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and eat her flesh and burn her with fire. So you see, this is what's going to happen. See? This is what's going to happen. You see? See, this is what's going to happen. See, matter of fact, I want that other one. Where you at? There it go right there. 17. And it said, what's going to happen? Because the Most High Yahweh Shemiah Shah is going to do what? For Yahweh had put in their hearts to fulfill his will. And to do what? To fulfill his will. His will is that Babylon go get hit. His will is that, hey, they gonna shoot these things like lighting candles in a stormy night. That's what they gonna do. They gonna shoot them. Because why? That's the will of Yahweh Shemiah Shah. They made those things because that was the will of Yahweh Shemiah Shah. You see? They made those things because that's the will of Yahweh Shemiah Shah. That's why he made these. He created these Edomites to do this. See? But it says what? Because what it says in the day of doom, the matter of fact, I gotta grab that 11 too. And it says what? For Yahweh had put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree, and to give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of Yahweh should be fulfilled. You see that? So it's all about the fulfillment of the words of Yahweh Shemiah Shah. See? That's why Yahweh Shah said, and you shall hear of wars, and rumors of wars. See? But he said what? See that you be not troubled, for all these things shall come to pass. See? See? So that's what's taking place. See? But let me grab this though right quick. Let me grab that second Esdras 11. Second Esdras 11. And I want to get that 7 too. Right? Second Esdras 11. See, because that's all these Edomites do, man. That's what their job is for. See, but let's get this little part too, because it's pertaining to their asses too, right? Let me start at 40. And the fourth came. Now we understand that this is talking about Rome, but once again, you got to keep in mind that you're in the second leg of the Roman Empire, so this is also with this too. See, but let me continue. Second Esdras 11 and 40. And the fourth came and overcame all the beasts that were past, and had power over the world with great fearfulness, and over the whole compass of the earth with much wicked oppression. And so long time dwell he upon the earth with deceit. For the earth hast thou not judged with truth. For thou hast afflicted the meek, thou hast hurt the peaceable, thou hast loved liars, and destroyed the dwelling of them that brought forth fruit, and hast cast down the walls of such as did thee no harm. Therefore is thy wrongful dealings come up unto the highest, and thy pride unto the mighty. The highest, Yahweh Shemiah Shah, also had looked upon the proud times, and behold, they are ended, and his abominations are fulfilled. And therefore appeal no more, thou eagle, nor thy horrible wings, nor thy wicked feathers, nor thy malicious heads, nor thy hurtful clouds, nor all thy vain body. That what? I think I passed what I wanted. And it says what? Yeah, I did. I think it's at 38. But that all the earth may be refreshed, and may return, being delivered from thy violence, and that she may hope for the judgment and mercy of him that made her. Let me go back up to 38 real quick. Yep, there it is, 39. And it says what? 38. And when it says what? Man, let's read 37 to 39. And I beheld, and lo, as it were a roaring lion chased out of the wood. And I saw that he sent out a man's voice unto the eagle. Who was the eagle? Edom. Who was that lion? Yahweh Shemyaw Shai. Through us, right? And said, hear thou, I will talk with thee, and the highest shall say unto thee, are not thou it that remainest of the four beasts, whom I made to reign in my world, that the end of their times might come through them? See? And how the end of their time might come through them. Didn't he say that I have created the waster, that I have created the smith that blew up the coals in the fire? See? The Most High God, hey, he turning their mind whatsoever will he will. See? And they gonna bring their destruction upon themselves. But what is going to be the fulfillment, the will of Yahweh? See? It's gonna be the will of Yahweh. But let me grab this though. See? It's gonna be by the will of Yahweh. So all what you see going on right now with these Edomites, let's go down to 43. See? This is the will of Yahweh. Verse 42. He answered me, 2nd Ezra 7 and 42, 43 is the point. He answered me and said, this present life is not the end, whereof much glory do abide. Therefore have they prayed for the weak. But the day of doom, what? But the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past. See? So why did he say, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time? Yeah, because, hey, who you think that day of doom is for? Who you think that day of doom is for? For these Edomites and all these other nations that's in bed with them. All these other nations that's in bed with the whore, the day of doom is for them too. See? Hey, the Most High got these people in the trick bag, man. And they think they gonna be at peace. Ain't no motherfucking peace. You ain't about to be at peace. You people about to be mourning and crying and what did he say? All these are the beginnings of sorrows. That's what's coming to you Edomites. And the rest of you heathens out there too. It's the beginning of sorrows, and that's what you're seeing. It's the beginning of sorrows. See? And he says what? But the day of doom shall be the end of this time. See? And the beginning of immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past. See? So when this in this time, this age, this rulership, this world is up, guess what? The corruption gonna be over with. And then the incorruption is going to be established. The mortal is going to be over with, and then that immortality is going to be established for who? For us Israelites. That's who will be immortal. That's going to be who will be incorruptible. We are. See? But let me grab that 6 too. Let's grab that 6. 2nd Ezra 6. And let's start that. Let's read that. You know what? Let's start at 6. 2nd Ezra 6 and 6. Did I consider these things? And they are all, and they were all, and they are all, Slakia, and they all were made through me alone, and through none other. By me also they shall be ended. See? So all these things that's taking place, it's the Most High. He's the starter and he's the ending of all this. And hey, he the one that put Edom in their position. What the scriptures say in Daniel, the 4th chapter? He set it up. He set it up one and put down another. It's the Most High that does. He the one that set them up, and he gonna put their ass down. And you see, this is just this is what it is. See? And it says what? Then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone, and through none other. By me also they shall be ended, and by none other. Who? And by none other. It's the Most High that's doing this, not them. He's doing it. See? But he's using these instruments that he created to carry out his will. And it's going to be carried out. You see what's going on? Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first? And who was that first? That it's talking about for the motherfuckers where he said for the daytime, the day of doom shall be their end of this time. What it says? And he said, what? Or when shall be the end of the first? And who was that first? This first earth age rulership that's under the Edomite watch. And it's the last of this bullshit too. See? And the beginning of it that followeth. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world. Wait. Do what? For what? Who? What? I thought the Edomites didn't exist anymore. I thought they was done away with. But what it says, what? For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. See? So Jacob is the beginning of that immortality, that incorruption, and Esau is the end of this mortal and the end of this corruption. See? They the end. They the damn doom, and they gonna bring that upon themselves, man, with their dumb asses. Hey, so hey, love it all, man, love it all. See, because that's what's happening. See, what it says in 2 Ezra 11 and 39. See, that the end of their times might come through them. See, so what did he say? Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of that following. Our kingdom, Jacob is the beginning of that following. That's Mashiach's kingdom, the throne of David that's going to be established on the earth. See, where Yahweh shall return. See, so you Edomites is dumb as hell, and we loving every bit of it. See why? Because the Most High got you doing this. He got y'all doing it. He got all you damn people doing whatever he wants y'all to do. Why? Because it's to fulfill his will. To end this fucking decrepit ass rulership and set up a forever righteous kingdom that's gonna be established. That's what's about to happen. See, that's what's about to take place. So enjoy it. Enjoy the so-called festivities, the festivities that you see going on. Right? Enjoy it. And you probably have people crying and whining and saying, "Oh, look at this happening," and the Most High about to put the fear in all you damn people. He about to put the fear in all you damn people. Why? Because you ain't want to repent. See? And y'all gonna be in trouble. You can't fool the Most High. You can't trick him. He told your ass to repent. And you ain't just gonna be able to say, okay, I'm repenting because I see stuff going on and I'm just gonna repent. No, he know if you mean it or not. He know if you sincere or not. And you people will be in trouble. See? But once again, 2 Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Let me go grab this one too. See? Because the Edomites is done with. You heard what that just said. It said, that for Esau is the end of the world. The end of this age. See? So, right here, that means Edom got to be around for this right here, for this to take place. Right? So, when it says right here, Revelations 21, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth. This is when Yahweh shall return. For the first heaven and the first earth. Wait. That first what? The first heaven and the first earth were passed away. What is that talking about? Right there. That's talking about the kingdom of the Edomites. See? Matter of fact, let's do I have to go back to it? Let's go back to it before right quick. Let's go back to 2nd Ezra. Read that again. 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. Right? And what it says, let's go back up, right? And it says what? Verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? You see that? And what was that first? For it says for what? For Esau, what? For Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it. So that first and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So let's go back to Revelations and read that again. See, so they be joking, oh yeah, no, the Edomites is not around no more. You're a damn lie. You're a damn lie. See, they got to be around during this time for this to happen, for this to take place. See, and it says what? And I saw heaven, a new heaven and a new earth. That's Jacob's kingdom when Yahweh shall return. For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away. Hey, that's going to be done. That's the Edomites' kingdom now. That's going to be done. And there was no more sea. When it says there's no more sea, meaning there's no more heathens' rulership. It ain't talking about that there ain't going to be no more water in the ocean. There ain't going to be no more seas no more. No, it's talking about these seas of these Edomites, their rulership. See? Didn't John say, I saw a beast rising up out of the sea? See? That's the matter of fact. Let me grab this real quick. What was that? Daniel. I gotta go to Daniel. Daniel, Slakia. Daniel 7, and I think it's around, is it 2 or 4? Daniel. And what it said, Daniel 3. And it says what? And 4 great beasts came up from the sea. So what it says, came up from what? Came up from the sea diverse one from another. Then it goes into those kingdoms. So that sea was referencing to what? These empires that's going to rise up in the earth. See? So let's go back to that again. Just to end it off. I just wanted to get that because that was in my head. Well, Yahweh Shem Shah put it in my head. Just to bring. Right? Let's go back to it. 21. Revelations 21. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. Meaning what? What sea? Meaning it ain't no more that fourth kingdom, that fourth beast. See? Those feet part of iron and part of clay. That's the sea it's talking about when they were said there was no more sea. It's going to be done. These Edomites' kingdoms going to be done. See? And what he says, for Esau's in the word, Jacob is the beginning of that following. What it says, and I, John, saw the holy city, New Yasharim, New Jerusalem coming down from Yahweh. This is pertaining to us coming back down, receiving our salvation. It says what? Coming down from Yahweh out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. You see that? See? So you Edomites is done. So, hey, shoot them up and bang, bang. Get it going. Get it going, man. Because this is what we want right here. We want, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth. That's what we want. That's our kingdom. See? So we can't wait. Hey, get it going. Get it going. Because it ain't, hey, you ain't doing it but fulfilling the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. That's all you're doing. That's all you're doing. Right? And I want to get that other one too. It blew away, but I know the Lord he want to blow it back into me. He want to blow it back to me. What was it? What did I want to get? Because I was just basically going by the Spirit on it. Just bringing these things out just to, because hey, it's a beautiful thing. You're hearing Trump talking about he done sent one of those things to go help them damn rats over there, them gutter rats over there. But hey, them his brothers. So they all rats. All these motherfuckers, Trump and the rest of these old Edomites over here, they rats too. They all a bunch of motherfucker. They all a bunch of motherfucker rats, man. All of them. See, and he ain't doing nothing but helping his brothers. That's all they doing. See, because the scriptures don't say nothing about that. They go help Israelites. See, you ain't never. When you go into the scriptures, you don't read in the text where the Most High had other nations helping us. Basically, to help us fight our enemies. You don't read that. Now, the other nations band together to fight against us. But you don't read other nations that banded together to help us fight our enemies. You don't read that in the scriptures. See? So why in the hell would you think that Trump or any of these heathens would be helping those small hatters if they was the Israelites? Why would you think? Would you actually think that they would be helping them? When time in history did these heathens band together? Hey, no, we got to go help the Israelites, and we gotta fight against their enemies with them. Where? Show it to me. And I don't need to see one thing. I need to see many things in the scriptures that's saying that some heathens was joined on to us to help us fight against our enemies. See? So why would heathens right now would be helping Israelites if they was really Israelites? Why would some heathens be helping them? That ain't what happened. You don't read that in the scriptures pertaining to Israelites. When our enemies fought against us, guess what? All the other nations joined with our enemies to knock us down, to persecute us, to overcome us. See? So why now, if it was like that always, why now would these people say, oh, now we're going to help the Israelites. We're going to fight. We're going to fight with them and help them fight their enemies. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. See? Them ain't nothing but some Edomites over there. And they time come, okay, Thwada Yahba Shemam Shah, Thwada. And this is what I wanted to get. Thwada Yahba Shemam Shah, Thwada. I wanted to get that Obadiah right quick, and I end off with that one since he blew it back in my head. Thwada, Father. Thwada Abanawa Yahweh Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shah. Thwada. Right? Let's get that Obadiah. And we end off with that one. Because what did it say? Obadiah 1. And 18, when Yahweh shall return. See, so we know, according to that second address, and pertaining to that second address, 6 and 9, and that Revelations 21, and that hey, these Edomites, what it says right here, and it said when these devils get their punishment. But let's grab it. Let me go up first, and I'm gonna jump back down, right? Pertaining to Yahweh Shah coming. And it says what? Let me start at 17. Obadiah 1 and 17. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance. Mount Zion, the Israelites. Not no heathens that's in our land, but us, the actual people whose salvation is going to be for. Right? But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness. And the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame. That's 12 tribes go devour. And the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh has spoken it. Coming down to verse 21. And saviors shall come up upon Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau. And the kingdom shall be the Lord's. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. You see that? So when Yahweh shall return, he coming to destroy this first earth age, this first kingdom. We did that first heaven and that first earth. That's the Edomite's kingdom. He's coming to destroy that. And guess what? He coming to set up his kingdom. That's going to be ruled by Israelites, by Yahweh Shah and his people, the Israelites. But what it says, and the Savior shall come upon Mount Zion. That's how we're receiving our salvation. To judge the mountain of Esau, because that's what we're going to do. We're going to judge these Edomites. We're going to judge all nations in the kingdom. And what? And the kingdom shall be Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. You see that? So you Edomites, hey, get it going. Get it going. Because, it's all about y'all end anyway. And I'm going to give all honor and praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Ba'ashem Makakodas. Shalom Yasharala. Wa Abad Babal.